heard well, because I had this weird little setup going on because I'm outside, but I wanted to be outside. And this Libra energy, it just makes you want to feel comforted and loved and beautiful. I feel nice and cute. But yeah, so let's jump into this new moon collective reading for the Libra new moon. I have my pine cone here. Good for the pineal gland, resembles the pineal gland. It's beautiful. And I love pine cones myself. So let's tap in. These have been sitting in the sun with me, getting nice and cleansed of energy. And let's do a nice little shuffle here. And I'm almost driven to start the reading with pulling from the heart. Alright, let's think of, shuffle this bad boy up. We're in this Libra new moon. We're going to just focus on love and relationships and what that looks like for the collective. Let's focus on love and the relationships for the collective. And immediately what I'm going to do is pull from the heart and see what we get for that. I'm almost excited. Aw, defense is down. Alright, so I feel like I've gotten this card for a couple of different readings that I've experienced. Try to keep the kiddos out of here. So yeah, that Five of Fire. And upright in this position, it's more about, you know, definitely a battle, using the same weapons, making sure that you're using a team effort to defeat the enemy. But this is more like the enemy is not winning. And we've kind of, you know, when it comes to love and relationships, maybe a lot of you have been through a period of a lot of arguing, and you're trying to get back with this person and use the same words. And what is it called? When you're trying to get your lick back, that season is over. It's like that. There's no need to get the lick back. So maybe that partner is over and we're rebuilding ourselves now. Or maybe y'all both have decided to put the weapons away and face the truth about what the real issue in the relationship was, talk about it, and be able to move on. So that's a good little thing to start off with. But there's definitely a lot of passion behind that card. So if you're fighting for it, you're fighting for a reason, and it's because you love this person deeply. So again, let's just thank you for the pulling from the heart card. Let's go back in and let's figure out what it is. Like, what are we collectively focusing on for this Libra new moon? What are we releasing for the Libra new moon? What needs to be released and what needs to be invited in, right? So let's get a small little story about that. What needs to be released for the Libra new moon? What needs to be released for the Libra new moon? Okay. What needs to be released for the Libra new moon, for the whole collective? I'm talking my earth signs, my air signs, my water signs, earth, air, water, fire, all of us. Okay, I have the earth element, so a lot of groundedness. I guess we need to release some of that, or release any fear surrounding this when it comes to love and relationships, right? Making sure that we are feeling provided for and protected for, making sure that we feel safe and loved in our relationships, making sure that I'm hearing dates. Somebody needs to take you on a date so you can feel more grounded in your relationship. I think that's something that you've been asking for in a collective. So alright, that's interesting. You're getting more dates. I don't know if y'all looking at your earth signs, but I also know that earth signs sometimes lack a little bit of vulnerability, or it takes time to creep in to an earth sign, you know. So maybe we need to let go of some of that earth sign energy, that grounded energy, and open up a little bit, you know. Sometimes you gotta break the rocks, and it's okay to break the rocks. You just gotta feel safe around doing it. So maybe all seeking that safety during this Libra new moon. Alright, what do we need to invite in? What needs to be invited in for the Libra new moon? What's something that needs to be invited in for us, for the collective? Getting a lot of cards that's flipping. Maybe I should get the flip cards. No. Okay. Alright, so we have the Four of Water in reverse. We have Equal card in reverse. Oh, somebody's watching me. And then we have the Ace of Earth in reverse. I'm at the park and I think someone's interested in what I'm doing. Okay, so now with the Four of Water being in reverse, it's almost like you are coming out of this shell. You're summing on up when it comes to relationships. So maybe just having more openness to be able to express your feelings, more openness to show who you are, like breaking those barriers of it, because this is about being deep down and low and burrowing. And we're coming on up, so definitely more lighthearted during Libra season. But because it's still in a Mercury retrograde right now, be careful of those exes and be careful of those relationships that were meant to leave. You know, it's very transformational also, just because I see this Scorpio energy in here. So Scorpios are going through a lot of transformation. Maybe you are not dating right now, maybe you are dating, but the relationship itself is going through a transformation. So that's just interesting to see. We got to remember what we're trying to pick up on in this earth element thing. More grounding. So if we're coming up out the waters, it's making sense. And then for this equal card being in reverse, it's all about someone who is timeless, ageless, showing up as they are, who they are, when they are, type of thing. And with it being in reverse, it's like that, like, oh, it's just, okay, it was giving me a download about time, right? Because I was talking about time recently and how it just doesn't feel real. You can manipulate it, and just showing up as your true self during these times, as your true self, but also, like, not being afraid to uncover the layers. And okay, so a lot of this relationship, love energy is coming from people who are not showing them true selves, or they're trying to cover up a part of themselves. They're not ready and willing to be fully vulnerable. And if you're coming up out of this shell and trying to break these barriers, then I feel like this Libra season is going to be bringing you a lot of reflection when it comes to who you are and how you show up in relationships, whether that be in loving relationships, familiar relationships, platonic relationships, friendships, whatever. Definitely seeing that. And then we have the Ace of Earth in reverse. So usually the Ace of Earth is a great card. My apologies, because it's all about starting new, having messages to send. You know, I'm off on this journey, but with it being in reverse, it's almost like there's a stop in the journey. With this love that's happening for us, love for the collective is looking, I'm seeing some stuff in the physical, a lot in the physical, some in the emotional. We have some here in the head, but it's definitely about how you're showing up in these relationships, what your vulnerability looks like, what you're ready to do, what you're ready to come out of and explore. And I just figured out almost a theme for Libra season. What's the theme in Libra season for the collective? Theme in Libra season for the collective. Theme in Libra season for the collective. A theme in Libra season for the collective. What is our theme here for this Libra new moon? I know that we're releasing here and we're letting go. So for the theme, we get this again. It's really about the attacks being over, the time of fighting being over. Like, it's okay. So with all of this coming together, my apologies, okay, I get that people are coming from a place of doubt, right? Maybe you're doubting your strength after the battle that has been fought, and now you're a little insecure about what it is that you have inside. You're afraid to show up timeless and ageless and be exactly who you are because of this fighting that you had to do previously. And I want you to know that because the fight is over, you are safe, you are protected, you have that balanced and that safe energy to come in. Things may feel a little bit upside down right now. You may be blocked in being able to communicate with your spouse, or communicate with your friends, or communicate with that loved one. And maybe disconnected, maybe a disconnection because they're no longer in this realm with you, you know. Maybe some of y'all have a lot of lovers who are in the ethers, or lovers who have passed. So I want to send definitely a lot of love and some womb healing there, because I know how difficult that could be, not from personal experience, but from seeing it and feeling the weight of it in my city. Whew. But know that you don't have to fight no more, right? That's the message I'm definitely getting out to receive. That is the message that I'm definitely getting. That's what I'm receiving in order to push out. You don't have to fight anymore. The fight is over. You have the protection. You are the protector. You have the protector inside of you. You may have one with you. Let me see. Be a heavy one. Yeah, so it started off with me pulling this from the heart, and it came out again at the end, just for a theme. So it's definitely letting us know that that fighting period is over. Us being under attack is over. A cycle almost a cycle of being on a hunt, being on the defense. It's over. Right, so I want y'all to know that you're always going to grow through it. You can go through it, you can grow through it, but you're going through it to grow through it, type of thing. And a lot of us are called to review these past experiences with our relationships and release them in order to invite more, because we have the protection to do so. And people talk about portals being open. There's portals open all the time. Honestly, it's just about your willingness to be able to put out to that portal. And whenever you are releasing things, make sure to release it and turn it into love. Pray that it is transformed into love. Hope that it is transformed into love. Will it to be transformed into love, because you never know who's going to need it. And yes, it is that powerful. So that wraps up our new moon and Libra video. Whew, I'm feeling like I got the chills during some of those things, and I'm just hoping that if it resonated with you, then you feel comfortable enough to leave me a comment. We can talk some more about it. If you want to go deeper into the Libra new moon or anything else that you want to go deeper into, I'm available to book for a personal reading. I'll leave the information in the description box. And happy new moon, happy releasing, and remember, don't pick it back up once you release it.